Hello everyone, welcome. This pastry is so good, it's honestly addicting. Definitely time consuming, but also simple and very satisfying. The ingredients are sugar, lemon peel, vanilla paste, salt, butter, eggs, flour, cornstarch, vanilla extract, milk, and water. The first step is to add the salt in the water and just give it a little stir so it can melt. Now we're gonna add it to the mixer using the dough hook. You don't have to use a stand mixer, it's just much more convenient for me and also less work later. Gradually add the flour to make sure it's well combined. Once the ball separates from the sides, that means it's ready. Keep your flour always near you. We're gonna use it throughout this recipe all the time, honestly. So we're just gonna add a little bit of flour until it feels easy to work with, and we're gonna let it rest. You don't want the dough to be too dry or too wet. Now onto the butter mixture. Mix it with the flour until well combined. It's gonna take a couple of minutes until it separates from the sides of the bowl. Now we're gonna pour it out and just add some flour. Remember, the butter melts super fast, so it's never going to be a dry dough, but we don't want it to be. Just add some flour until it doesn't feel so sticky and set it aside. Now we're gonna grab our dough and start expanding it using our hands until it's big enough to fit the butter dough inside of it. Place the butter mixture inside of it diagonally and start closing it from all sides. It's gonna look like an envelope. Now with your rolling pin, press it a bit and do the first fold, which is gonna be a 3-layer fold. Refrigerate it for 20 minutes between each fold. This is the first of 4 folds, so you have a lot of work coming ahead. While the dough is resting, I'm going to start making the cream. So in a separate bowl, we're going to whisk the eggs and sugar until it's smooth and creamy. Now just add your cornstarch and mix it together using a spatula so it's a little bit smoother. So on top of the stove now, we're gonna continue making our cream. This is classic Italian recipe for crema pasticcera. So we're gonna add the milk and add the peel of 2 lemons along with our vanilla. If you have vanilla beans, use that instead. I just couldn't find any at my local supermarket. Just give it a good mix and let it come to a boil. And then go ahead and get a sifter and remove all the lemon peels and the fatty texture that the milk creates. To our egg mixture, add a little bit of milk to smoothen it and just give it a little stir. And then we're gonna add it back to the milk mixture and let it come to a boil. Constantly mix this, it thickens up very quickly. Now just transfer it to a plate and let it cool. Cover it with plastic wrap tightly. This will take around 1 hour. Now that the 20 minutes have passed and our cream is ready, let's go on to the second fold. So we're just gonna roll it out and do a 4-layer fold. I find it easiest to just fold each of the sides to the middle, creating an imaginary line and just rolling it out a little bit. Cover it in the same plastic and refrigerate again for 20 minutes. Now to the next fold. We're just gonna do a 3-layer fold and refrigerate again for 20 minutes. Almost over, this is the last fold. We're just gonna fold it again using the 4-layer method and just refrigerate it for one last time. So I just cut it in half because I'm only gonna use half of this dough for this recipe today. Roll it out thinly, adding flour as you see fit. Then we're just gonna cut the edges and divide it into equal strips. Now for the final preparation, we're just gonna put some oil on the mold. Use whatever oil you have handy. I'm using olive oil. And then we're gonna start shaping the dough and press it together once it's finished. Then brush an egg yolk and roll it in sugar. Repeat the same steps for all of them. I did a mix of cannolis and cannoncini. Bake for 10 minutes at 400 degrees. Let it cool for 10 minutes. This way it'll be easier to detach them from the molds. I transferred the cream to a piping bag and I'm just gonna start filling them all in with cream. These are so good. I honestly can't get enough of them. Let me know if you did it, and definitely let me know how I can improve mine. Thank you very much for watching.